So this is around spring equinox, March 20th, and this is a very early blooming shrub, Forsythia. Everybody knows Forsythia. This one's a little bit different from what's typically in people's front gardens. This one is a true species, Forsythia suspensa. Suspensa referring to it being of a weeping habit. Very good plant on a bank. It'll weep over and root itself down and go again and root itself down. It'll really cover a bank after a while. This is a medicinal species. So what's typically sold in the landscape trade are hybrid Forsythias. They're bigger and brighter and I think sort of uglier and more garish, personally, I would say. This one's nice, a little more refined, not quite as vivid yellow. So this is Lian Qiao, it's called in Chinese. And it is an important part of a major Chinese formula. If you've heard of any Chinese formula, it's probably Yin Qiao, which has gotten quite famous in this country for helping you get over colds and flus quickly, or not get them at all. It's in a lot of health food stores. If they have one formula, as I said, it's a good chance it'll be Yin Qiao. The Qiao comes from this, Lian Qiao. The Yin comes from Yin Qiao, which is Japanese honeysuckle, one of the more invasive plants in the United States. I think there's Japanese honeysuckle along every roadside in North Carolina, at least. I don't know about the rest of the country. So it's the flower buds of that honeysuckle, Yin Qiao, which are very strong antiviral properties, and it's the fruit of the Lian Qiao. So Yin Qiao, the formula is translated into English as honeysuckle and Forsythia powder. It actually has about 8 other ingredients, but those are the 2 lead ingredients. This rarely makes fruit, unfortunately. The fruit is a small dry capsule. It's not fruit as in juicy. It's fruit as in the part that has the seeds in it. It's a little brown capsule about a ½ an inch long, and of course they wouldn't be here yet. We have not gotten a lot of fruit production, and that's one of the little mysteries that we have to work out with Chinese herbs in America. It might well have to do with having to get a few more clones for cross-pollination. They bloom just fine, but only very few of these flowers set fruit. So, what's going on in front here, these barrels, is this roadside is a good place for us to get clay for cobs, so we're kind of digging, widening the road gradually and using the clay for cob, and then we're using the barrels for a retaining wall, and in the barrels we're growing shanyao, which is difficult to harvest, shanyao, the Chinese yam. And the idea with the barrels is that after a few years we can tip the barrel over and get the shanyao out. It has a root like a baseball bat that grows straight down, and it's very, very fragile. So there'll be another video on that coming up at some point.